Hello everyone, welcome back to Against the Storm, and once again, it didn't save the deeds that I unlocked. Well, I mean, they were, available, but I had to, claim them again. Or what I bought here, so I guess I'm doing that again. And I don't know, is this because I'm hitting Alt F4 and I'm not hitting save and quit? I'm on the main menu, just save and quit for me, what the hell? Or warn me? I don't, anyway. Um, so we decided we like Embark points, and we like this, and we can't really afford any other combination of things anyway, right? Or no, we could go straight up to here. What is this all about? Reputation picks pool increase. Ah, right. So we can choose either more blueprints or different embark bonus choices. Oh, obviously give me the more blueprints. I don't think this is what I did last time, but it's obviously right. Okay. Cool. Great. That's an X. Alright, so if we leave this area... What if I hit save? Is there a... There's not a save, but don't quit, so I can't, cash... Okay. So, we're in for another long game, presumably. We have to pick somewhere to embark, which is... Well, I guess we... I don't understand yet what the deal is with, the placement of things. What does it matter what I'm near? Does it only matter, what's directly adjacent to me? Does being near another town make a difference? Should I be exploring towards these question marks? Should I be trying to explore the areas I've unlocked? This seems like a useful feature, right? Building next to it would be nice. There'd be more fertile soil there. This is also something good? Oh, no, it's bad. It's a bad thing. Okay. And this is also bad. I don't know what orders are disabled means, but it's in red. I don't know. How could you finish a game without orders? That's not yet clear to me. So we could do Royal Woodlands or Coral Forest. And they're both... So you have to be adjacent to an existing... Well... Not adjacent to the center of a town, but your town center has to be only one space away. There has to be... Anyway, distance 2 from the center of a town. Fine. So, okay, we could go to either of these, and we would get the benefit of the fertile grounds here, right? But no, I guess these are both okay, because if we go here, then our next town can use this modifier if it's good, and if we go here, our next town could be placed here or here and could use this modifier. So those both seem reasonable. Do we like Royal Woodlands, or... I don't remember what... Is it Coral Forest what we did last time? What happens in Coral Forests? Yeah, each type of tree has different bonus resources. Yeah, so that's what we did last time. Alright, well... let's try the other kind of thing, then. I don't think... We've done Royal Woodlands, but only in the tutorials, so we'll have one for real now, I guess. So there's way more fertile soil here, and trees give more wood. I mean, how could you lose, right? Well, I know one way. So we don't know anything about blight rot or corruption yet, right? But it seemed like the first game was basically unlosable, and it took forever. And maybe if I had understood how unlosable it was, I could have pushed a bit faster. But I'd like to see what's going on with blight rot and corruption, because my understanding is, from looking at some of the tool tips in the help menu, that blight rot is your buildings degrade over time. Maybe this happens more during storm than otherwise, I'm not sure. And you need people to go around fixing buildings all the time. So maybe that's something for idle builders to do. I don't know, corruption. It could refer to the more mundane sense of corrupt officials who steal resources or something, or waste them otherwise. Or some kind of occult corruption of the land. Who knows? Effects range from very beneficial to devastating, huh? Same there, huh? And these... Oh, okay, they all... Huh? They all say effects range from very beneficial to devastating, so what's the point? Now, I think this might be an actual challenge. We'll see. But okay, I'm not an advanced player. I'm gonna stick with Pioneer for now. Make sure that I can just crush the game with no problem. And the other thing that actually I don't understand yet is there's this difficulty slider you can control per map to give yourself more of a challenge and also like more rewards unlocking as a result of that. But there's also something like a difficulty in the game, I think, that like when there's this time progression bar here, right? Going towards the cycle. How do I look at the cycle thing? It just popped, the tooltip popped up earlier. Cycle progress, yeah. Time left before the next blight storm comes. So I think when a blight storm comes, all the towns are destroyed and you like start over. But I don't think it's like a game over. I don't think this is like one single run. You keep various upgrades. So I assume that in the next cycle things are just generally harder. And so it's weird that there's these two difficulty mechanics, one that you can control for each level and one that goes up. I don't know. Anyway, let's just try this on Pioneer and continue being great at the game and like see how it goes. Wow. A town made of just lizards? No fucking thank you. And what is trees? Why are you telling me about trees? Do you get all of these things from chopping down trees, I guess? Is that what this means? Natural resources, clay. Okay, so there's no stone on this place, I guess, right? Did the other place have coal as a natural resource? Is that why it was showing up everywhere, or is that only in glades? Well, almost everything's only in glades, right? Except your starting resources, because the trees just like don't do much. Oh, this one has sea marrow. We've never seen that before. Okay. Anyway, let's just go for it. And I get 2 embark bonus points. I'll bring wood. Everybody likes wood. And eggs, I guess. Because lizards like eggs, right? And even if I'm only taking 5 lizards, that's still like a decent chunk. So we start with coal, wood, do... I don't totally know what wildfire essence is. It says used to light the holy flame in hearth. So is this like how many times you can start a new hearth and you only get 2 at the beginning, maybe? Okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Okay, now we get to see what our actual, like, random perks are. Forest offerings. It seems some inhabitants of the forest are grateful for your efforts. During Drizzle, which is the first season of the year, every solved, dangerous, or forbidden glade event will give you 30 random raw food. Alright. Invigorating winds. During Drizzle, villagers move 20% faster. Is that correct? No. When villagers fulfill a new need for 1 complex food during Drizzle, they move 20% faster. Okay. But only up to 9 of them. Oh no, we just only have 9 people right now. Okay. This is Looming Darkness, this is the one we had before. It just like makes them sad when it's rainy. At hostility level 1, yes I know, but time is paused, so give me a break. Greater threat. Discovered... Oh, this penalty is added retroactively. Is this what I had before and I just didn't realize it? Okay. No, this is different from the one that I had that said don't explore any glades during Storm. In this case, the more dangerous glades you've explored, the more they hate Storm. Got it. Piercing winds. Oh, so there's invigorating winds, but also they're piercing. So during storm, fuel is 200% less efficient. So you have to burn 3 times as much wind during the storm. Okay? Or wood, fuel, during the storm. And lastly, if we make it to 5, which is pretty high, I hope not to get there, then villagers who don't have any services have a 5% chance to die every 15 seconds. Okay, I mean, I assume by the time we get to difficult hostility 5, we can figure out services. All right. So, pick a blueprint. Oh, and you're right, we have 4 choices now. So a kiln makes coal. That's exciting. But we don't need it right now. So if there's something we could use now, that would be nice. A brickyard makes bricks much more efficiently and would give us access to pottery, and I don't know what crystallized dew is for yet, but we could make it. Leather worker, don't really want. A small farm seems great, right? Like, we don't know how to do anything with fertile soil yet, and so far it seems to me that fertile soil is one of the most powerful ways to achieve sustainability, I guess? Right? Because most of the resources in this game are non-renewable, right? Like, yes, there's a lot of trees, but every time you like chop down a tree, the tree is gone. And you can chop down more trees, but it takes you longer because they're further away from your hearth and your storage, right? Whereas the farms produce resources every year, kind of for free. I mean, it costs people, but it doesn't use up any of the resources. So I'm inclined to take the farm here, but I'd like to see if we get a cornerstone or an order first that influences things. Consumption control. Okay, so this is a thing we unlocked, right? You control what they're allowed to eat and which needs they can fulfill using the consumption control panel. Select the consumption control panel on the upper right. Check boxes for each species and every type of good to customize what's being consumed and what's not. Villagers get upset and suffer a resolve penalty if they're forbidden from consuming a good that is available. Penalty will be higher if another species is allowed to consume the good. Penalties vary between different types of resources. The only exception is raw food, as switching it off never activates any penalties. Interesting. So that doesn't seem right. Like, because if I don't know. I guess if you switch off all the raw food they could possibly eat, then there'll be a big penalty for a different reason. They'll starve to death. Fine. And so if you turn off one raw food and they can eat another, they don't care, I guess? Now, which needs they can fulfill? If they're forbidden from consuming a good. So are there needs that could be fed by multiple different goods and you could turn off one but leave the other on to control which one they use? If so, does that still make them mad, or are they like, oh, it's fine, I'll have ale instead of wine or whatever, right? I'm not sure yet. So if I said like you can't wear clothes, that yeah, okay, so instead of getting a +5 happiness, they would get a -1 happiness if there were clothes available and I said they couldn't wear them. Okay. Oh, wow, there's a lot of services. These are all services? Okay, so like leisure, for example, is a service we eventually got to in the last game. Huh. Okay. Cool. Oh, and these are raw foods, so I could say, like, look, stop eating berries, you sicko. We're turning berries into delicious biscuits or whatever. Okay. So why is this stuff lit up? Is this just... Okay, these are just They're brighter than I remember, but they're just like are good things. Okay, so what do we? What's the overview like? Which way do we want to go? A lot of dangerous glades around us. These are all just dangerous, not forbidden, right? Yeah. Forbidden one up. No, that's more danger. I wish I could zoom out further, but I can't. So I guess we want to crack into here and here. Where are the forbidden glades? Not that I'm like anxious to get into one. There's one. So this is a productive direction to go in, I guess. It gets to this glade as well. Okay. And what's all this stuff? Clay and eggs. So those are the main things we can get right now. Okay. Camps. So let's build a woodcutter's camp right there. And I think, like, 2 of them still seems good, right? We want to... Yeah, this area is great to get to as well. And yeah, okay. So let's go that way. And that away? Okay. Make sure I leave space for roads. I didn't. So let's move this. I mean, I guess I don't have to leave space for roads because these things are mobile. Okay, and so the other camps I can take... I can build Stonecutter's camp, start picking up clay, or I can build Scavenger's camp, start picking up eggs. I'd rather have a Stonecutter's camp, I think. Because bricks are cool. Right, once you start having access to planks and bricks, you can build higher level stuff. So this seems like an okay start. Are there any of these blueprints that I would use now if I could? No. Oh yeah, also the brickyard gets better because we have access to clay. Right now we don't have access to fertile soil, although I assume we will soon. And so the small farm would get better. Still, I don't have to pick any of these because I don't want to build them now. I can wait until I get the... Get moved? Oh, he's the one tending the fire, I guess? Okay. I don't have to pick... Okay, so now everyone get to work here. Oh, hang on. There's a better way to do this. Alt. Beaver, beaver, beaver. Oh, can I... I can even do that. Okay, I can click here. Interesting. Okay. So let's get moving. Anyway, I want to see what my orders and cornerstones are. No, Alt. Beaver. Lizard, lizard. Before I commit to any of these blueprints, I think. I thought I would get them, like, pretty fast. But maybe I don't. In which case, like, I want to just get all 3 blueprints and see what's available. Aha! I knew something would happen. A cornerstone. Grain bags or dye extractor. So when you make grain, you get more grain. I mean, we have a small farm available. We could be better at making grain. I still don't understand what it means increased by 1 every 25 times it's produced. Is this like a permanent upgrade? After you've made 25 grain, all your future grain is better by 1. After you've made 50 grain, all your future grain is better by 2. I mean, it seems better than dye extractor, right? Because I don't know what you do with pigments. I mean, like, I did some things with pigments. I made scrolls. I don't remember what you did with pigments. Do I have any recipes already that use pigments? That's a question to ask. So ingredient, pigment. Pigment. So I currently don't. And I can't tell whether any of these do. Alright, well, I think I will take the small farm in anticipation of taking grain bags, and then look at my other blueprints before I actually take the grain bags. Kiln's on offer again. Incense, I think, used pigment, is my recollection as well. Oh, interesting. This shows me the natural resources that are available here. But I can't mouse over them. If I can't tell insects and roots apart, although here both are present, then I just have to memorize what the icons all look like. Ooh, the provisioner can make flour from my grain, because currently I don't have any use for grain. We could, if we take this, we could really get off to some good, like, sustainable farming as soon as we find our first fertile soil, which there should be lots of, right? According to the conditions here. It says soil average amount, but also isn't there an effect that's like extra down here? Let's look at that, in fact. There is, but... this one. Glades have extra fertile soil, yeah. Trapper's Camp is sort of mediocre at getting stuff. Okay, and we got the brickyard anyway. I think I was pretty happy with the idea of the brickyard. Yeah. So this is my last blueprint, and so choosing one of the things will not give me any new information. And I'm not building the brickyard right now, so I shouldn't choose it yet. But I think I may as well take grain bags, because I haven't found any use for dye extractor yet. And I have a great long-term plan for sustainability involving grain already. That's like getting on its feet. Okay, I have what? 2 unemployed people to work here? Okay, well, get to work. I guess I can run things a little bit faster here since nothing's happening at the moment. Now my orders are here. Okay. Make building materials, crops, and provisions. Okay, so a makeshift post could make all of those. Extra grain every time you get grain? Okay, that's exciting. Better at making fabric? That seems cool. Extra parts? Seems fine. Or have 35 wood, get some parts and some people. I think this is way better. Like, the other one is easier to accomplish. I mean, I don't even want to have 35 wood anytime soon, right? I want to be plowing my wood into building projects, right? I want to be accelerating. Sort of? I don't know. Right now, I guess I just want to be, like, chopping trees down. So I guess this one, like, I get kind of for free. And it has 2 people, which would let me do more things. But I feel like this is such a nice long-term option. I would just be making so much grain. Which, I guess I have a lot of lizards and they don't want food involving grain, but they're happy to have leisure, I'm sure. Actually, do they even like leisure? Hang on. Oh, skewers. Skewers? Can you make skewers out of... No, skewers wants like a raw vegetable type food and a meat, right? Okay, pie. They like pie. You can make pie out of grain. Well, out of flour, which comes from grain. So I don't think any of my citizens will be left in the cold if I choose 3 packs. And these aren't that hard to make. So let's go for it. It's a kind of long-term plan. Objective. Solve any 2 glade events. Okay. We get planks, tools, and people. That seems great. Or make building materials, which I currently can't, right? And you make more planks, you get some bricks, and you get some tools. So I believe it's the case that I can make other kinds of packs. Oh no, I can make building materials. Building materials, crops, and provisions. So what's the other kind that I signed up for? Oh no, that's the 3. Okay. So, I mean... I want more people, and I figure we'll solve some Glade events at some point. 1 tablet, or keep Beaver Resolve high. We'll get more beavers. What's Beaver Resolve at now? It's 11? I mean, I could get them some housing for 3. They'd be at 14. And I'm not that far. I don't know how to make biscuits, right? I don't have the... Yeah. So I would need a new kind of building for that. But we have the grain to start doing it. Pickled goods we also can't make. Luxury we can't make. So like all this stuff we can't make yet. But if we could, it would be enough to get their resolve up. The tablets are a little bit... I'm not sure I'm going to get there anytime soon. And I like the beavers. But I'm not sure I'm going to get this anytime soon either. Okay, but I guess I don't actually have to decide, right? Because this is my last order. Picking it doesn't give me any new information or current value, so... I can just wait until it looks like I'm going to have a tablet or going to have happy beavers and then choose the order that I want at that time. Or 10 minutes from now, get a new order. Okay. So, everything seems to be going fine. Just keep in mind... Actually, the pack of building materials is built not... No, they're all built at the post. Okay, right. Last game, I built them somewhere else. Because I had something better. I don't remember. Was it the sawmill? No, it was something else. The rain mill. But they can all be built at the post. Okay, so fine. I've got the ability to build a farm, which I can't use, and a provisioner, which I would like to have. And the barrels will help with ale as well, I assume, eventually. Alright, get going, guys. Faster. Oh, you know what? I should build houses. I should take one of the guys off of this and build housing, in fact. I mean, should I? Right now, their low resolve doesn't really matter. They're not even going to leave during the first storm. I'd rather have them, like, be grabbing resources that I'll enjoy forever, rather than, you know, building housing that I don't need right now. Okay, we're into our first glade, and we have Flaxfield and an encampment. Something to solve. Great. This one's... Oh, we'll definitely give it eggs, please. And we get new people out of that. Fantastic. So let's get rid of you and send you over here to investigate. Yeah, just bring them some eggs. We have lots. Well... We have a decent chunk right now, and we have a source of them eventually. And we've done another glade! Woo! Now this one just has resources, but those resources include fertile soil, which is very desirable. There's no event we can solve, so we can't get to our second glade event here. But it's still a nice place to be. Let's clear off the rest of the stuff that's on top of the fertile soil, please. remind me what it is I've decided I want here? The brickyard, right? None of this stuff is very good. By the way, the Trapper's Camp... Okay, let me ask this question. The Trapper's Camp lets them get meat, bugs, and eggs, right? But we can already get those from, like, a scavenger's camp or something, can't we? Wait, we already have a scavenger's camp. Eggs and roots. Harvester's camp. Plant fiber and reed. Oh, so I guess the answer is no. Meat, bugs, and eggs. We only have eggs right now. So meat and bugs is something we could get from the Trapper's Camp that we can't currently. On the other hand, there's not any of that to get, and there are eggs around, so I can just use the Scavenger's Camp. So, plus, I actually do quite a lot want the brickyard. But even if I didn't, this is not giving me that much right now. So building a little chunk of farm fields down here. I know, there's nobody who can do it right now. But this would be a nice thing to get done when I can. Because this is going to start getting us sustainable food income. I think our highest priority, though, is just like getting into glades, making stuff happen. Because that's where you get like glade events that'll get us order bonuses, and the glade event itself might give us more people, just like this one does. So he's already brought all the goods in. He's just waiting 30 seconds for 2 new people to show up. And then we'll have someone do all this stuff. Alright, it's clearance now, I guess. Which I guess is just like drizzle but sunnier? So it looks like it's raining just as hard. Ah, I didn't notice it. I guess there was a little sound, and that meant we finished solving this glade event? Great. So we have some new people, and they're going to start on all this. Ah, why I can't build this? It needs planks. I see. Okay. Well. I mean, I could build the... Oh! Has mine always been here, and I could have just built a mine on all that coal last game, and I just didn't find it? If so, that's kind of embarrassing. Okay, but now I know I can make those. Okay. So the crude workstation is how I could make the planks to do this. And we're going to need it to build the more advanced buildings anyway. Although we're going to want the brickyard to make bricks more efficiently. Right now, bricks isn't what we're looking at. So yeah, let's... build the workstation. I always think this is going to rotate clockwise, and it goes counterclockwise. Like, what the hell? I always have to rotate things like 6 times to get them pointed the right way. I think we can reasonably extend this path a bit. Ah, I suppose I could put people back on the Stonecutter's camp, but I think the building is more important. Alright, I'm just gonna like grab this thing so it stops bothering me. I'm pretty sure I want a brickyard, right? The rest of this stuff sucks. Okay, and please dig here next. Ah, you probably can't because of where your camp is, right? Oh, excuse my sniffles. Okay, so this is just more eggs and some roots, nothing too fancy. move the camp further in. So that they can chop this stuff down and get us into another glade. Storm in 2 and a bit minutes, okay. Let's try to speed things up for them and get the path down here. By the way, like, paved path requires stone, right? It isn't made out of bricks, so even if I could make bricks out of my clay, nobody's especially good at this, right? Yeah. Okay, so we want planks, and we definitely don't want bricks. Fabric, I think we don't want right now, because we're planning to get a perk that makes it more efficient to make. So if we're going to spend time on it, let's spend that time later. And I still don't need to build houses, but I might start running out of things for people to do if I don't, right? And it's not, like, that harmful to just, like, take a little time to build a house or two now. That should do, right? 11 people, yeah. So 4 houses should do it. Still can't build the farm, right? Maybe we shouldn't have bothered even making the field, I don't know. But we're making planks, so soon. Or, wait, planks is what I need, right? Yeah. Know what I really need to build a path to, actually. We could do that just to be somewhat future-looking. If I assume there's going to be buildings in here, and maybe one day we'll go into this glade. Might be nice to chop down these trees, but it's not urgent. Okay, we're getting people a little bit happier now. Not much, but some. As they get into some houses, which I'm hoping, like, yes, you know, during the storm, they're not going to, like, abandon the colony, but I wouldn't mind them being a little bit happy. We can afford extravagances like homes. For some of our people. Yeah, that's the 30-second warning for storm or something? Okay. I don't know how much... I think you guys heard the thunder, right? That was not a real-life thunder. That was in the game. I know, very realistic, and you're shocked, I'm sure. We're trending down on food, which makes sense, because we have not started to gather any food at all yet. That's what this is for. Sort of? I guess gathering grain actually is not going to do all that much because we don't have a way to turn the flour into food yet. Okay, here's a new glade with some meat and some broccolis. This one's a little bit easier to chop through, but this one's closer to the camp, which is closer to the storage. So, I would like to start getting food, but I need more people, I think, before I can reasonably do that. By the way, this glade event would give me some people. I would really like that. If I could open a glade that has a glade event for me to solve, it would be a great help. Are there any planks in there yet? Like, what the hell, dude? They're in here, but it hasn't filled up, so they haven't taken it back, and now they're doing it? You're going to rest? Come on, grab some some wood first, some planks. Okay, so this is going to start next season, being able to make Or next year, I guess. Which is also next season. Being able to make grain and vegetables, as I recall, right? Yeah, vegetables and grain. But we should have enough food to last at least through this next year. I didn't notice how much you eat in a year. But we have like 40, so no big deal. I don't know. Those kind of suck, right? Forget it. Aha, the farm is finished. Okay. Let's... Oh, is it not finished? It just looks finished. Okay. So we need human beings on this, please. Do I have any other humans doing anything else? No, I only got one from that one event. Okay, well, let's put the other... Hey! Sneaky bastard. Okay, there we go. Put the other lizard here, too. I mean, it would be nice to have the builder, but right now we're not building anything, so might as well do this. Forgive the occasional unmotivated cuts. I'm like, as I mentioned, kind of sniffly today, and I'm trying to cut around it. The sniffles and the sneezes when they get loud enough. Well, the sneezes are always loud enough. But it's like, this game makes it awkward, because if you... The hotkey that I have for pausing the recording also makes time go faster in this game. Okay, great. So we have some new things. Newcomers. Okay, that's what we wanted the most of all, I think. Cornerstone. Wow. +1 to wood production, but lose all your fuel? I mean, that's disgusting, right? I have so much. I mean, on the other hand, of course, if you got +1 all the time, that would be kind of nice. But what is this? Ooh, gain artifacts for dangerous glade events. Okay, gimme. And I would like more beavers, but I think like another human to get the farm going would be nice. What about what they come with? Some clothes. I mean, okay, they're fine, I guess. Yeah, we'll go this way. Okay, so now that means that we can assign a human here instead, who likes this kind of work. Or anyway, is good at it. Is this tree marked for... Yeah, get out of here. And what do we have left? We have a spare beaver and 2 spare lizards. Well, we can put our beaver straight to work over here, and now I have 3 spare lizards. I think it would be a good time to start on packs of stuff. So let's build, is that industry? A makeshift post. Now this is a trading post, right? No, a trading post is a separate thing. That creates traders. The makeshift post is how you make trade goods. Which we can sell to traders, but also we can give to the queen. So are eggs raw food? Is that a true statement? It is. It is. They can just eat eggs. Okay. So there's a bunch of eggs up here, which we can grab if that ever seems like a good idea. But I'd rather, like, I don't know, put off eating as much as I can until I can make complex food, like biscuits. Okay, so here... I guess don't make provisions, because we're going to make that at the provisioner. Ooh, look at this big old building, huh? And it requires fabric and planks. Well, yeah. So which thing is it that, Okay, so we're gonna have to make some fabric before we get this. If we, well... If we want to make the provisions efficiently, then we have to make the fabric inefficiently. I think that's fine. This is doubling fabric efficiency? I don't know how the stars work. Like, how much more efficient is 2 stars than, like, an X or whatever this thing is? Also, how am I doing for planks? I have 0. I will get more, but I have 0. You're making some. So it'll be 5 in a sec. I don't think I should prioritize building the provisioner yet. I should just inefficiently make everything here. And I'll send 2 people to work on it. Ooh, I don't have enough crops to actually make a pack of crops. Go ahead and make this stuff out of bugs. And building materials out of planks. Oh my god, that stuff is so expensive. Or copper ore, which I don't have. Okay, so this would be, I guess, a good reason to build the brickyard, is that I can finally have just like... I can make building materials without spending my precious planks that are very slow to make. And instead spending my bricks that are very easy to make. So that would be an industry building. Wow, it's 3 by 3? That thing is gigantic. And of course, it also requires planks. If we have any stone, go ahead and make bricks out of it, but we're not going to. Pottery, you can make... Oh, this is the fuel to make the pottery out of. Got it. I was like, how do you make pottery out of wood? But no, you have to burn the wood. Okay. I don't know what you do with crystallized dew. I still haven't figured that out. What? Oh. You can make barrels out of it. Instead of using bricks. Okay. I'm not totally sure why you want to do that, or why you want barrels. Right now I'm pretty efficient at making bricks anyway. Oh, but it's instead of copper bars, not instead of bricks. I see. Well, I don't have any damn copper bars. I see. So these are like the bands that go around the wooden barrel to like hold it together. Okay. That makes sense. So what can I make crystallized dew out of? For some reason it needs... Ooh, resin. Don't I get resin from, like... Oh, we'll say bugs as well. So we don't have a lot of spark dew. In fact, we have 0. But if we ever do get any, crystallizing it seems fine, because... What the hell else do you do with spark dew? Nothing, right? Just turn it into crystallized dew. Maybe you could sell it. I believe you can. And there are, like, Glade events that want spark dew. But there's probably some that want crystallized dew, too. And whatever. So, okay. Why was I looking at any of this shit? I no longer recall. Maybe I was looking at what the brickyard does? Yes. I was looking at the recipes in the brickyard. The main thing we want to do, of course, is make bricks. And I want that to be higher priority than pottery. I don't know what our global limit is. Is there a way to set that? Like, is that under the consumption control? No, right? Okay, so where's the general help menu? No. Atlas. I already forgot what I was looking at. Back up. Priority. Limit. The global limit. What is the global limits for things? Is there a search? There's not. Oh, this is kind of nice. Maybe. Continuous construction for shift? Okay. Move building is M. Arrow keys? Yuck. Alright. So what's... global limits, though. That's what I want to figure out right now. Like, there's consumption, but that's not the global limits. Recipes? No. Set a limit on production. Use the horizontal bar in the limit section or type a number. Yes, but like that overrides the global limit. What is the global limit? What about trade routes? Once you have a trading post in your settlement, you can access trade routes. They allow you to export goods to nearby settlements in exchange for the main currency of the realm, which is amber. You can open the trade route panel by selecting the icon in the top right corner of the screen. In the trade route panel, you'll find... Okay, interesting. So it's not just when traders come. You can also somehow establish trade routes. Successful trade will increase your standing with them? Huh. Okay. Factions? Multiple competing factions trying to settle. Takes them a couple years to establish a town, and if they succeed, they claim the resources of those tiles and remove nearby modifiers. Once they decide where to settle, a colored border with a number will appear. While the faction towns may sometimes be an obstacle, they can also be helpful because you can trade with them. Okay. Every action you take on the world map, you gain influence. And each cycle you're ranked based on influence and compared to other factions. The higher you place, higher your reward from the queen. Huh, okay. So it seems like... Where the hell is the map? Seems like building a trading post is probably a good thing to do. Ugh, I need more space. Well, it can go here. It doesn't have to be close to anything, right? I only have one lizard working on that? Well, that's fine. It's all he has to do, right? I do have some homeless people. Yeah, we haven't cleared much actual space in this area, have we? So at some point, I still do want to build the harvesting up here to get those eggs to eat. But I still don't really... Well, oh, hang on. We only have 12 food. Okay, it's becoming a priority. So do I have any recipes that produce food yet? I have none. No. I'm searching for Spark Dew. That produce food. I have none. So I can't make any complex food. So all we can eat is the shit we find on the ground at our camps. We're saving up a bunch of cool stuff here, but... Actually, that's not true. We are making vegetables here. Can I, like... say stop planting grain? Like, we're great at grain, but we... Right now we have, like, grain is not usable. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's build that scavenger's camp up there to gather some eggs. It's a little annoying that I built this like for grain, with my whole plan for the future being like, hey, let's get grain going. Why are these guys all so unhappy? I guess I could also ask, why are these guys so happy? Why are you so happy? All you have is, like, you're sheltered. I'm not giving you anything fancy, right? Oh, you know, it's because we had some coats delivered at some point from, like, a Glade event or an order coming in, maybe. Well, it wasn't an order coming in, I guess. Not sure what's up with that. But the lizards, next time Storm comes, are going to be pretty unhappy. And they might start leaving. So we need to at least, I think, make sure there's no homeless lizards. New orders. Okay, now I do have to commit to one of these, huh? I still feel like it's not going to be too long before we can make complex food for beavers. Whereas a dangerous glade event could take a while. Do a dangerous glade. Just discover a dangerous glade, even. Or make 15 crops. Well, right now I have enough for 0. Interesting, and it makes your farms more efficient. Well, I'll take this one, because I'd like to do a dangerous glade before too long, and I would love the big pile of bugs. Just to eat them, basically. 8 packs of provisions. We have a provisioner, so we can make these reasonably efficiently. We get lizards, and lizards get extra resolve, and we get some parts. Or you can make a bunch of building materials, which are not cheap. But we get beavers, and the beavers like us. Well, actually, don't we have an efficient way to make both of those somewhere? Like, So this makes provisions efficiently. Does the brickyard, maybe? Didn't I put down a brickyard somewhere? Or was I thinking about it? Here it is. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, so we don't have, I think, an efficient way to make packs of building materials. Except that we can, like, build bricks efficiently. But it's still going to be slow to turn those into building materials. By the way, why are we still not making any... Okay, we are making provisions and crops. The inventory just isn't full yet. Someone is currently delivering them. Okay. Okay. So, it seems like the provisions are the way to go. And I forget what we can make provisions out of. Where's my provisioner? I keep getting lost. Oh, right. Alt is how you can tell. Have I just not built it? I guess not. I know we're low on food. I'm working on it. Make this your top priority builders. There you go. Priority 3. And when I say builders, I mean this one lizard. In fact, like I should probably pull somebody off of something. Oh, is this my? That's a trading post. I really want to do a Glade event. Let's take you off, just so we have another builder. Queen's getting a little impatient. We have not yet accomplished anything of note. Okay, another Glade. No, a trader. I see. Ah, we haven't unlocked the trade route. I see. That's why we don't know about them yet. So, could I convince you to give me some food? I have a bunch of clay, and that's basically it. Biscuits cost 0.4. The other foods cost, like, not much less. I think we should buy biscuits, right? How many biscuits can I get for this clay? 8. Well, that's a good deal, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's a trade, I think. That's a deal. I guess I could spend my amber as well, which I obviously should, right? So I'm not going to buy any of this stuff. To maybe grab some more biscuits to tide me over. Oh, 0.51. Are you kidding me? All right, we'll sell them like one piece of yard. Oh, packs of provisions. No, I'm keeping these, right? How many do I need? 2? Oh my god, now that whole one's gone. I only need 2. So, yeah, I could give him 1. So take a pack of provisions, take my amber. And I think I was giving him like 20 clay. I could probably give more. But give me all the biscuits, please. Ah, it was this much. So I must have been giving him a little bit more clay. What do I do with copper ore? I don't know. He doesn't want it very badly. This is less efficient than what I was doing before, somehow. Oh well. I would really welcome the biscuits. Okay, so I'm glad this is finished. I'm still low on food, but not as low as I was, and we should be getting Beaver Resolve up soon. They're going to start eating those biscuits, and they're going to be happy about the biscuits. This is going to get finished, and then we'll start harvesting eggs so we can continue kind of slugging or trudging along, bottom feeding our way through life. Okay, so now we need to put a lizard on that immediately. And probably take one off. I mean, clay is still good. But I'm not actually using it for anything. So I think it's probably a bad idea to be prioritizing it now. Okay, we got another glade. Any glade events? Of course not. Some more fertile soil and some more eggs. I'm not really using the fertile soil I have very efficiently. You know what, though? I can go ahead and re-enable grain here, I think, because we now have, like, a source of eggs to see us through the storm this year, probably. So no one should starve to death yet. Alright, I know. Go away. Come on, beavers, eat up. Oh, it's 18 beaver resolve? They should get that if they have biscuits, right? Yeah, 5. Okay, what's up here? They have nothing to do because I don't have the resources to make any kinds of packs, huh? I turned all my bugs into packs of provisions. Okay, well, great. Get out of there, you losers. Go dig up dirt. I don't think we should dig into a dangerous glade. It's still drizzle, right? If I wait until next year, that's a long wait. If I just, like, move this and say, like, okay, chew those trees down, please, to get into the dangerous glade. The storm is gonna suck. But, like, we need to do something, and this will get us the problem solver. Wait, we made too many packs of crops. I should have set the limit on that to, like, 2. Yeah, well, okay, good news. Is there a trader here still? Yeah. So I can sell him more provisions. Although I don't think we're getting an especially good deal out of it. He's just going to sell me back the food that I could have eaten, right? Even worse than that, probably. Well, I could buy more biscuits, I guess. And that'll keep people happy more than the basic food I threw in there. I think that was very inefficient. I think I wasted a lot of food on that. And I should be careful not to overbuild packs of stuff that I'm actually using. Okay, I have packs of crops. He just doesn't want to buy them. What the heck are you? What's in your... Oh, you satisfied... Right. Invigorating winds. So you ate biscuits and you're like, oh, I'm so fast. Look at me go. I love those biscuits. I would love to chop down trees more efficiently because of the biscuits. We still can't make a provisioner because why? We don't have any fabric. Did I disallow fabric production? I did. Okay, well, I would sort of like to have the provisioner, I think. Just like limit me to 2 of these, I guess. And honestly, do I have any spare workers? I mean, I have 2. I think I should put a lizard on this to make more planks and fabric and stuff. Oh my gosh, I only have 4 food. That's a problem. You still here? No. I don't really have anything to trade anyway, so that's not that amazing. Okay, so let's try and evaluate why do I not have any food? Because I haven't been farming and I haven't been gathering food. Why have none of those things been happening? Well, it took me a while to get the farm finished because I didn't have any planks. And we haven't yet taken in any harvest. But this is the season to do it, right? This season, they're going to start pulling in all these vegetables. How do I know how much vegetables this is? Yeah, they are currently harvesting vegetables. It has produced... Oh, there's a button here. If you're like, hey, how come you're leaving all these planks in here instead of storing them? You can say, please take them to storage immediately. Okay, I never noticed that. So there's vegetables sitting in here, and they're harvesting stuff to fill up, and then once it's full, they'll take it in. Interesting. Okay. I'm out of food. People are actively starting to go hungry. Well, I'm still going to try to be efficient here. How about you? What was that? A glade event? Okay, more fertile soil. And an encampment that will give me people, which, okay, scary. So unsurprisingly, they're like, well, can you feed us? No, I don't have any food. Flax has plant fiber and some clay and bugs. There's more fertile soil here. I would like maybe to harvest this stuff. I don't currently have a way to harvest meat, right? Yeah. Wait, do I not even have a way to gather vegetables? I somehow didn't realize that. I thought one of these would, but they gather roots and reeds. Huh. So this is like my only path to getting more food right now. No, that's not true. We can start scavenging these eggs as well. I probably should. Oh no, there's another farm here. So, I'm not totally sure why this place is struggling so much more for food than the last place was. I guess maybe I was harvesting vegetables in the last one, which I'm not now? I'm not sure. I guess it is also a problem that I threw all my food into packs of crops and packs of provisions. I should have set the limit on those. That would have helped a lot, because a pack of crops... Like, I threw 30 food into packs of crops to accomplish an objective. When I only needed 12, and I haven't even accomplished the objective. Oh, Beaver Resolve is 18. Done Beaver Resolve. Okay, what did I get for that? I got, like, some beavers... Roots. I think we can eat roots, right? Ah, I got him. I'm unkillable. Okay, that's probably a good ending and title for the video. We can eat roots, right? Yeah. All right. That's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.